So, rares in RuneScape, in particular RuneScape 3, have seen a dip in price lately. Why is this? Well, there's a couple of factors. The first being Jagex's new decision to increase the value of the max cash stack. Now, there's two opinions on this, and as you guys know, with rares in RS3, they're seen as a moneymaker for a lot of people. A lot of people even look at it as an investment, but even more common so is the ability for merching clans and scalpers to influence the price of these items, especially when they have to be done through private sales. So it's definitely going to infringe on a lot of these people's moneymakers, so there are people forcing pushback for this, but I also see the other side of it for the common player, how this is extremely beneficial to kind of regulate sales. Now, if you're someone who owns some of these rares and you have them just as an investment, obviously you never want to see an investment decrease in value. So one thing I do think though in this particular situation is that prices will continue to decrease a bit in the meantime, and then once this new cash stack has been around for a while, whether it be a couple months or even up to a year, prices will eventually stabilize back out and continue to grow because these items are so scarce. There won't be any more of them being put into the game. Now, you won't be able to get around the tax if you are selling on the GE, but if you're doing private sales through third parties or brokers anyways, you'll oftentimes have a larger fee with them than you would the grain exchange tax. Now, this isn't a change that affects a ton of players because a lot of players don't have these kind of super expensive out of reach items, but it does affect a small percentage of the player base in a big way. So a big issue with these ultra rare items is a simple lack of transparency. Without an easily accessible, transparent environment for the buyer, it becomes that much easier to manipulate price points. And one of the things that Jagex is doing about this is, as you'll see in this screen, updating like a price graph so you can see, I don't know how accurate this will stay, but assuming a fairly accurate total of what each item is going for, because say you're somebody who's in the market for one of these items beforehand, if you don't do your due diligence to go through a third-party app, website, etc., you might not know the going rate for these items and be overcharged. But on the other hand, in that specific scenario, the person who's selling could argue that you simply just didn't do enough research before making an expensive purchase. So what does all of this mean for you, the player? Well, if you've been someone that's been thinking about buying one of these items, now might be a good time, whether just for personal consumption or even as an investing opportunity. As I stated, I do believe these items will go back to a fairly stable price point, higher than where most of them have seen themselves at recently. Keep in mind, I'm no expert, so there is always an associated risk with these things, and the market can change in many different ways at any time. So in closing, as long as there's a free market in this game and the ability to acquire these items, and these items are never reproduced, there will always be a significant value on them. At this point in the game's life cycle, they are cemented as iconic items, therefore the value will speak for itself. If you're a player and you own some of this stuff, don't panic, not yet at least, and if you're a potential buyer, I would recommend looking into maybe purchasing some of these. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you enjoy these market type of discussions, let me know so I can make some more videos on this. I find the economy and the overall market in RuneScape to be very fascinating at times. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Thanks again. Peace out.